Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be reviewing Albino Monkey from Strangeways Brewing out of Richmond, Virginia. Thank you for joining us. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where us three knuckleheads give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that again with a fun one, we hope. So yeah, with that, let's get going. I've got Jay. I've got Andy in the attic. I am Ben. What are we drinking today, gentlemen?
So we're going to go visit Strangeways Brewing and have their Albino Monkey. So I'm excited to try it. Although I already had it. So.
Why? That's not fair.
But
That's
I'm excited
fair.
for you two to try it. How about that?
It got a little foamy there on me at the top. So just a fair warning here. Jay should one of them up, and I guess it was mine.
They've been pressurized. The brewery, Strangeways Brewing, is a very interesting facility and has a tremendous amount of beer on draft. And they have what they call a flight wheel. So talk some more about that one as we go. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Talk about your spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Get that in there.
All right, Popeye.
Albino Monkey. Popeye. Did he wear a patch?
I think so. But
I don't think he did. His dad did. Oh, was his dad or his grandfather? I can't remember which one.
Should we call him Peg Leg Pete?
I got 2 feet. So, Albino Monkey. So, a Vit beer, a white beer, white ale, in the Belgian style, hence the monk, as in Belgian monks and beer at their monasteries years ago. It's 5% ABV, 25 IBUs. And in this Belgian style white ale, they use coriander, orange peels, which is typical. They throw in some lemon peels, white pepper, and Virginia wildflower honey.
You taste the honey, Ben?
It doesn't know
it's the wildflower. Tastes like.
There's a touch of sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Albino Monkey was ordained in the traditional order of Belgian wheat beers. So,
was that your words or theirs?
Theirs.
Okay.
You just think I bring this stuff up.
I was trying to give you extra credit, there.
Nah, don't give me credit. So, Strangeways Brewing is Richmond, Virginia, founded in 2013. It's a microbrewery. I like the its early start, the story behind it. So the owner originally wanted an alternating proprietorship, which means you're using another brewery's facility to brew and can your beer. You don't actually own it, you rent. But at the time, Virginia did not have laws to allow it. So he's like, well, let's make laws. So he worked with the Virginia legislators to create the law. That doesn't just happen overnight, it takes time. And then, so by the time he actually did get the law passed through the legislature, craft brewing became too successful. It blew up. And so it was then that people were buying, purchasing, and drinking more craft beer when the bill was passed. So nobody had in his area had the capacity to share their facilities for him to do the alternating proprietorship. So at the time, they said he had over 3 years of research and planning and getting his beer ready. So he's just able to take on his own brewery. So he just built his own brewery. So I thought that was pretty neat.
So he wasted 3 years as well.
Yeah, it's like
basically. You could just say
stupid
that
state laws.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Yeah. And that's all I got. So it was worthy of writing, but I thought it was pretty cool.
I have to say, I actually really love the can art. I think that
it's like a mirror for you, right?
I mean, in some ways, yes. It's like I'm looking into, but no, I really think that's cool.
It's catchy, and down there at the bottom you have the Strangeways, which mirrors the EY, and then the turquoise. You can't see it as much, but it's pretty flashy and poppy. And then I love on the back, they have a little poem, as Andy likes to call them. I guess this one. But then at the bottom, think strange, drink strange.
Okay.
Kind of.
So Jay, yeah. So you brought this one back for us. Did you get this one from? Is this one local?
Yeah, I physically went to the brewery. No, just on my travels. I happened to be in that area. It's kind of in between Fredericksburg and really Dahlgren, Virginia, in that area. So stopped by there. Kind of the name was catchy. Whenever you see something that says Strangeways Brewing, I was like, got to check that out. Yeah. But yeah, they have. They probably had, I don't know, 30 plus beers on tap, something like that, and different menus. Is they had them organized by types of beer, from your sours to your IPAs to your stouts. And the funny thing is the way that they do their flights is basically a wheel, and you can pick and choose however many you want in the flight, all the way up to whatever the total on the wheel is. It's something like 20 or 25. It's pretty intense. So I believe this is probably one of their most popular beers. I did have it in the flight that I had when I was there, fresh. So
is this a crowler that you brought back?
No, this is not. This was a I believe it was a 4-pack. I don't know what happened to the fourth. Maybe I drank that one already.
All right. So obviously we have established that you have had this one. So per Hopped Up Beer Review tradition, that is now a year and a half-ish old. You will go last, sir. So Andy in the attic, what say you about this particular beer, sir?
I find it to be favorable. It's good beer. It's that typical Vit beer. You can definitely pick up the coriander, orange, and a little bit touch of honey, but definitely the pepper. The pepper is coming through. A good blend of spices, but that first initial sip, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of spice to it. The more I drink it, I'm getting more of the lemon peel, that the peel of the orange and the lemon, which leaves a little bitter aftertaste, not like a hop bitter, but the orange peel bitter. So fortunately it's not too strong, because that would definitely detract from it for me. Something like that. Good beer. I drink more of it. It's very refreshing and light and kind of peppy. I give it 7.0. It's good.
Yeah, it sounds like it's opening your sinuses there a little bit,
The pepper.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, that pepper is definitely there. I'm glad you mentioned that. That spice is. I mean, it's not spicy to the point of like the Thai spice kitchen test kitchen we had from Left Hand back in the day. It's not an overpowering spice, but it's, if you pay attention to it, look for it, it's definitely there, I think. And to your point, yes, that first sip or two, it's going to hit you, but it's not. It's not something where you feel like you're eating at a certain kind of restaurant where you're going to get just spice. Um, it's a good kind of spice. I I think this one's really, really good. I think it's fun with these. A lot of times, again, I've mentioned this on the show before. A lot of times prior to doing the show, I'd get a beer like this and I'd just drink it. And I'd think, do I like it or do I not? And I wouldn't really try to pull too much out of it. It's just, do I like it or no, not? And do I want it again or not? But one of the great things for me about us doing the show is really trying to pull out the stuff and think about it a little bit deeper. And so I think this one is one of those fun ones to do that on, because you do kind of almost try to pick up something with each sip. And, after you get past the first couple of sips, you taste more things, like you said, the lemon peel and the orange peel. So I think it's a lot of fun. So definitely appreciate Jay bringing it back, along with the can art, the beer. Hey, great package altogether. I'm going to give it 7.5. I think it's a fun beer, and one of those that you need to bring some more back from these guys.
Yeah, I was I was very intrigued by the name, and when I pulled up, it was kind of, I didn't know what to expect. It was more of an industrial warehouse type area, like a lot of breweries that you see just kind of off the beaten path. And I had a gravel parking lot, and you walk in, and it's opened up into this nice little area. So it was really good. I was thrilled with it, and enjoy being able to try it. And like you guys said, I think you've hit everything. You can deconstruct this. It's very complex from the spices, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. I'm right there with you guys. This is a 7.0 for me. So
that is going to be a 7.2 for the Albino Monkey from Strangeways. Definitely a fun, interesting beer to try to deconstruct. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you couldn't remember how to say brewing, brewery, brewing company, so you just abandoned it. You started it, and then you just, I'm not going to touch it. But go ahead.
You're just peeling back the curtain and letting everybody,
it's right there on the can. Strangeways Brewing.
I didn't want to take the time to pick up the can and go through that. So, I mean, if people are really that interested, they can go look it up for themselves, or they can rewind the video and watch the beginning of it. So, that's just the way it is.
That's if they've made it this far.
Exactly. I mean, most people probably haven't even made it this far.
Nobody does.
So,
seen our average watch times.
It's unprofessional and somewhat biased, and the unprofessional really rears its ugly head in moments like this. But hey, if you are still watching, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. Check us out on all the social medias down below. You have to come say hey in our Discord server, where we have a basic chat room that the three of us are there, along with others who have joined us. So come check that out. And hey, we do have some Hopped Up Beer Review merch if you are so interested in picking up some of that, like the shirts that we're all wearing, some pint glasses like Jay's showing there. And we don't make any money off this stuff, so we're not selling it to make money. We just put it out there in case you have any interest in it. So if you do, go check that out at the link below. With that, for Andy and Attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.